The SEC and Gary Gensler are going after your crypto again. We just got news after the market closed that is making its way through crypto. I want to tell you about it and make sure that we provide some context, because this is not the end of cryptocurrency, but there are some important things that we can do right now to make sure that we are safe. Now, as you can see, the whole crypto market is down today, about 2.5%. Really just due to the Fed, not due to what's happening right now after the market closed. This hasn't really had that much of an effect on the market, but honestly, we're down so much here today. I think it's normal for us not to sell off even more on this news because we were already sort of expecting it. Now, what am I talking about? Well, Brian Armstrong just posted, today Coinbase received a Wells notice from the SEC focused on staking and asset listings. A Wells notice typically precedes an enforcement action. He says, 2 years ago, the SEC reviewed our business in detail and approved Coinbase to go public. Our S1 clearly explained our asset listing process and included 57 references to staking. Coinbase runs a rigorous asset review process and has rejected more than 90% of the assets that have applied to be listed on the platform. While we understand that this is part of the journey to reforming our financial system, we are right on the law, confident in the facts, and welcome the opportunity for Coinbase and by extension the broader crypto community to get before a court. We are proud to stand up for our customers and the industry in these moments. Going forward, the legal process will provide an open and public forum before an unbiased body where we will be able to make clear for all to see that the SEC has not been fair, reasonable, or even demonstrate a seriousness of purpose when it comes to its engagement on digital assets. In the meantime, Coinbase will continue to do what we do best, build the most trusted products and services in order to advance our purpose of updating the financial system and creating more economic freedom in the world. We're excited to go through and continue to work with governments and regulators around the world who are focused on putting clear guidelines in place to regulate the crypto industry. And this is coming from the legal officer. This is giving a little bit more detail. Now, this basically means that they will probably get sued by the SEC. Wells notice precedes the what they say here, the enforcement action. We've seen this in the past. Crypto firm Paxos faces SEC lawsuit over BUSD, and they issued Wells notice to Paxos, so that basically shut down the BUSD token, killed one of the top 10 cryptos. Kraken recently got, I believe it was a Wells notice as well. If not, it was just that they had to basically pay a huge fine, a $30 million fine, and they had to get rid of their crypto staking. Now, at the time, Brian Armstrong posted that they're hearing rumors that the SEC is going to get rid of crypto staking in the U.S. for retail customers. And he says in this or another post that they are willing to fight this in court. They're not giving up their staking business. This is a big moneymaker for them and will continue to be. The funny thing is, too, larger banks have talked about crypto staking and how big an opportunity that is as well. Now, I think it is important to keep in mind that just because they're getting sued or they might get sued, it doesn't mean that they've lost the case, right? Recently, we've been hearing about the judge scrutinizing the SEC over the denial of the Grayscale Bitcoin ETF. And they were really giving the SEC a hard time, basically saying, hey, the reasoning behind you not approving this is invalid, it sounds like. Because basically they're saying, hey, we don't want a spot ETF because that can be easily manipulated. However, you can do the same thing if it's not spot. It moves up and down with Bitcoin's price anyways. So that lawsuit, maybe will finish soon. Who knows? It could go on for a very long time, as we've seen with the XRP lawsuit. But XRP seems to be going in a better direction as well. At least that's what the price would say. XRP was up 26% in a day. Now it's down 8.8%. But honestly, after that big a move, it makes sense. Still up a lot over the last week. And some people are saying that they're trying to get a hold of the documents where it was shown that Ethereum is actually not a security, but instead it's a commodity. And, the SEC is trying to be very tight with that information, not trying to give it out. The question is why, right? Unless they made some ruling and said that Ethereum's a commodity for some reason, like maybe you can use it to pay network fees or something like that, and they realize, well, a lot of cryptocurrencies would then be commodities. So maybe this is going to blow up in SEC's face as well soon. So either way, I don't think we need to panic. That being said, Coinbase stock, last time I heard, was down a lot, 16%, basically on this news that they might be getting sued here soon. And this could be a big drain on their money. Personally, I think Coinbase is probably going to be fine. But if I had crypto on Coinbase, I'd probably move it off. If I felt comfortable with a hardware wallet, which I think everyone in crypto really should get used to using a hardware wallet, and maybe a hot wallet as well, I think it makes a lot of sense to take it off. That way you can actually hold the keys to your own crypto, even if you're living in the US, right, and you have to abide by regulation here. You have more freedom if you have your crypto on your own wallet, and you can move it to your own websites. You can use DEXs, and it's not only cheaper and safer, but you're just outside of the US's view a little bit more. So while I think Coinbase is going to be fine, and I'm not trying to cause like a bank run on their assets or anything like that, I don't really see any benefit to keeping it there, especially if you're willing to withdraw your crypto and you're in this for the long term. I do have links to a couple different hardware wallets underneath the video. I think Trezor is the main link that I have down there, and I use Trezor. I like Trezor a lot. And there are a couple different links. One's for like a upgraded hardware wallet, but the $40 wallet will be fine too. So if you want to check that out, you can. If you want to get this information a little bit faster, you can check out the link to the Patreon underneath the video as well, where I actually give an update about this ahead of time before posting the video. But let me know your thoughts underneath the video. I think we're going to be fine. Who knows? This could be more FUD that pushes down the market. But honestly, a little bit of a cool off after a 45% move on Bitcoin, I think is fine. And I don't think this is necessarily the end of crypto in the US. The SEC seems to really be fighting against crypto, but there are other people that are fighting for crypto, like Senator Loomis, like a lot of different senators. Maybe they're just trying to get votes, but it's smart and they will protect some rights. The fact is, over the last few weeks, we've seen more of a reason to hold Bitcoin than ever, at least in my life or in my investing time, right? We've seen banks collapse. People need liquidity. The Fed's going to continue printing. And I think we just need to realize that Bitcoin is the way out. So don't get fudded out of your investment. Of course, if you want to sell, that's fine. Just keep a level head. Thank you so much for watching. Check out the links underneath the video, and I will see you in the next one.